Won't, but I'm gonna have to, while you're talking, I'm gonna, hey guys, we're back. I'm gonna have to share the link, invite everybody.
Oh, because this link has gone on to Discord, Telegram, everywhere.
There's nothing you could do about it. Once we end the broadcast, then we have to reshare the links. It must be an issue with StreamYard, which is, I've never had an issue with StreamYard before.
No problem. Can you give me the new link, because I need to send it to the team, Discord, Telegram, Twitter, everywhere right now.
Yeah, no, we don't have to start talking. We don't have to start doing our stuff yet. A couple folks have showed up.
There were like 300-400 people joining from Mad Trooper actually.
Okay. Here's I'm going to share it in the comment section so people can share it around. Private chat. Go into the private chat here. You there, Mike? Mike, I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted, Mike. Okay. I tweeted it.
Hi, Randy. I'm here, but there is a problem. Nobody has the new link, so I need to send it.
I know that. I just tweeted it, and I'm putting it into the Telegram.
I just need to send it to our Twitter, Telegram, Discord.
Retweet it real quick for mine.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a couple who's watched. The guys are here. I'm gonna say.
Let's give it a minute, because the link is not working. I'm still getting messages on my Twitter.
Yeah, but the live stream's working now for some reason. I don't know what the hell happened last time. Please retweet, guys. All right. Facebook. Okay. Now, let me close down YouTube here. All right, Mike, we're good. I mean, we got 15 now. What I'll do later is I'll edit this video and I'll make it.
Yeah, but if you look at the earlier stream, we had more than 300 people from Mad Trooper clan. They are still not sure where to come, because they're right now asking questions to us.
Okay. Where else can I share it? That'll be.
I have no idea. One second. Give me a minute. I'm talking to the team in the background if they can share this real time. Okay. Actually, the team has been working as usual like crazy.
Yeah, we're up to 23 now. Yep, it's on Telegram. Yeah, that was bizarre. StreamYard, you're messing up.
Yeah, something funny.
Because neither of us had YouTube open. Usually somebody's got YouTube open somewhere.
Yeah, but I had nothing in the background.
Me either. So guys, what I'm going to do with this one is when we're done with this, I'm going to download it, then I'm going to edit it and re-upload. Make it look all seamless.
Yeah. So can everybody hear us, see us? Because I'm not on YouTube now, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I could see all the chat right here.
You can see it, right?
Yeah.
And people are able to hear us and see us clearly.
Sure. On the right side of StreamYard, on the top right, you can click comments, and that's where you can see everyone commenting.
Okay. Lovely. Sounds good. I think I can see some chats as well now. People are getting the new link.
Yep.
But the Mad Trooper guys are still not sure where the new link is. I'm getting a lot of messages from them. Uh, okay, we'll figure it out. I think we can start. I don't know what happened as well.
All right. So, Mike, welcome back from your nice tour. I saw that you were in New York and then you went to Lisbon. New York was an NFT conference, right? Purely NFT conference. And I saw you took some nice shots with some pretty well known folks in the NFT world. Very cool. So, give us a little on what happened down there.
Yeah, so it looked cool, but if I can put it in simple words, we survived on 4 hours sleep for 7 days straight. Uh,
Wow.
it was quite crazy. There was no chance to sleep for more than 4 or 5 hours. Anybody who went to NFT NYC and attended all the events can vouch for this. It was filled with global celebrities, basketball players, NBA players, UFC fighters, movie stars. We actually were hanging out even with Quentin Tarantino at least for one whole evening. It was absolutely crazy. New York City took the NFT industry to literally at the top of the world, and they made a media announcement. I think more than 200 media houses were reporting about NFT NYC real time live. I've never seen something like this for very long time. One, because COVID happened, nobody has seen this scale of conference, and two, such a large scale attendance from, there were 600 speakers. 600. So you
Wow.
can imagine the scale from Gary Vee to Quentin Tarantino to Logan Paul. I mean, I can't even right now put down the names. People, uh, Murad Park. I mean, everybody who has done something interesting in the space, they were all in New York literally for the whole week. So it was very physically and mentally demanding, but very, very important. I'm very happy that we participated in this event. We did a lot of side events. We attended every possible main event and side events happening there with the team, and that was very much required because a lot of people maybe knew us, but they were not sure who on earth we are and what are we doing. And this changed that in a big, big way for us, mainly for EDDASwap, because finally everything is a EDDASwap execution,
Okay.
including Matt Trooper. We always write there from the creators of EDDASwap. So that was very, very good. And then I was informed by the team that we must be in the Solana Breakpoint conference in Lisbon. I was actually scheduled to leave New York on 11th, and I had to cut down my trip short and suddenly change the flight and move straight to Lisbon from there. Uh, that was also very demanding. Literally, events starting at 8:39 a.m., ending at 3 a.m. every single day, but also was very important because we built the entire Mat Trooper on Solana, and there was a lot of excitement there. There is so much stuff happening with the Solana ecosystem. Again, I did not see this excitement for a very long time. I saw this in 2016 or 17 in the
Yeah.
DevCon of Ethereum, which happened in Prague, which was very big, and I attended the full DevCon of Ethereum at that point. And this was really comparable. The energy was through the roof. The developers from all over the world flew in, investors, entrepreneurs, builders, founders, creators. So I think the space is getting exciting. But yeah, it was a decently aggressive and a long trip for us. Uh, we were practically wearing every day either a Mad Trooper or EDDASwap t-shirts and networking with people, and I think it was a good timing. It was very much needed to do this, and we are looking forward to a couple of other global conferences which might have similar exposure opportunity.
Awesome. I was during over the last month or so, because there wasn't so much news and because people are just impatient in the space, we saw a lot of sell off in ETA. And I, because I know you so well, when I saw that you announced that you were going to New York, I said, okay, I'm going to prepare. And I started buying. I picked up 70 ETA over the
Wow.
course of 2 weeks between like $400 and $520. And the people in the chat were like, oh my God, Randy's buying ETA. There must be something coming up. I'm like, no, I know what Mike does. He's a superstar when it comes to networking. That's how you met me. Remember that
Yes.
time we just met, and then we both ended up on the panel at a conference, like a meetup, and
Yeah.
so I know how good at networking you are, and the people that you're going to meet, the connections you're going to make. It might not happen overnight, but Mike is persistent, and Mike really gets to know people, and he genuinely cares. So when someone's like that, it just builds bridges, and it's going to. I think there's going to be a lot of cool people getting their eyes on Edda pretty soon.
Yeah. So I think I am a natural networker since I think I was born, and I love to network and connect with people. I love to understand what they are doing, and I love to share with them what we are doing and see if there is some kind of a bridge or a collaboration possible with them. The good part here, NFT NYC, was that we were actually talking to few companies for last few months, and they have been talking to us as well, and we could meet all of them face to face. So now
Yes.
it's going to be interesting in the next 3 4 months what's coming out of this meetings and relationships. Some of these are very very big names. We don't want to reveal much right now, but we will share a lot before this stream ends. And the most exciting part, I mean, I have like so many DMs right now on my WhatsApp, Telegram, and Twitter. I'm going crazy. So to cut the chase, I think we should just like at least give them something which everybody is waiting for. Guys, we are 100% going massively big into metaverse. We are working on this for few months. The website just went live, the first version, the basic page, homepage, eddaverse.com. Anybody can log on to it. I'm going to tweet about it as well. And what we are doing there is also mentioned right now. So we've been talking to some of the largest celebrities in the world, including movie stars from US, from India, from Asia, top athletes who have more than 80 to 100 million followers,
Nice. Nice.
footballers, NBA players, cricketers, cricket team captains who have 70, 80, 200 million followers, UFC fighters, the top three ones in the world. uh, all of these people have been talking to us for last few months, and we will see something massively big happening with all of them. So basically, to give you a very simple explanation, while people are creating their own metaverse, we realize that a lot of people were taking notice of the quality of NFTs that we built, and they have been reaching out to us on what we can do with them. Can we create content for them? Can we execute for them? People have seen we built on Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and now on Solana. So they know that we are capable of understanding, adopting, and quickly building and launching things much faster than any other companies. Um, so we have been having these talks, but the idea was we were not sure why and what we should do because we have our own plan at that point, which we are still continuing to do. And suddenly looked like this is a huge opportunity to create a sustainable business model or a revenue model where EDDASwap has constant cash flow, which can be turned into constant rewards for stakers and LP stakers and all of that. And we were not sure how serious these celebrities or their agencies are. We are talking to three of the biggest agency CEOs in the world right now. And this is very interesting because we are not sure how this is going to pan out.
Oh, come on. It's like Mike locked up. There he
Sorry,
goes.
are we good?
You're back. You're back. All right.
Yeah. So one of the CEO of this agency actually looked at the tweet by Cameron Winklevoss. When Cameron tweeted about us, Cameron also did Instagram post about us, which is a permanent post. You can go to his verified Instagram account and see a post where he has posted one of our NFT videos and couple of other things. And then he saw some other videos. He saw the current versions of NFT videos from Matt Trooper, and he directly reached out to me saying that, "Are you guys a studio? What's your business model? How you guys are doing all of this? Who is funding this?" And we said we have an NFT or a production studio now, physically in Prague. We are creating one more in Belgrade. We create original sound, original videos. We work with some of the biggest artists or some of the most talented artists in the world who I think are going to become very, very big. And whether it's Batmax, whether it's Oz, whether it's Rafi Amar, whether it's Marnik, these are all extremely young talent who are going to change the face of the metaverse, and they are all working with us for almost a year now. So we've been very lucky to work with some of this great talent all over the world. I mean, most of their names are on our website on EDDASwap and all of our press releases. So the first conversation was that what can we do for them? And their question was how many $1 million can we give them uh, to bring those celebrities into our play? And we told them we can't give you anything. We are not a venture capital funded $1 billion company. And we thought this conversation is not going anywhere. Uh, they came back to us after 4 or 5 months of discussion again, and they saw what we've been delivering, and they spoke to us in a very candid manner that they have rejected multiple offers of 3, 5, $10 million minimum guarantees on the table. And I asked them, why would you do that? And their answer was they are not interested in a minimum guarantee which locks the celebrity for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. Because most of the celebrities have very ambitious plans. These are very, very big names in the space. And for them to get locked by a company or locked by a blockchain ecosystem for 1, 2, or 3 years is not very smart move. Couple of them had a bad experience working with, I will not name the company or the blockchain as well, but
Don't
they,
mention
yeah.
it.
So they got the money, but the execution was bad, and the celebrity themselves were not happy with the quality of execution. So they basically broke off the agreements. Now what is happening, most of these people are going to come into Adaverse, and this is the process what we are doing for them. We are building the entire metaverse for them, the whole idea from concept to execution to money in their bank, every single thing. They have a raw idea. We will cut the storyboard for them. The producer, the creative directors will work with us. We will create the content for them. We will create the sales, marketing funnels, partnerships for them. We will bring possibly another NFT marketplaces or exchanges on board for them. Exchanges will come running for something like this because, as I said, some of these guys have 200 million followers collectively on their four social media combined. So this is very, very big.
Very
And
bullish.
this is definitely bullish. This is absolutely real. We will start talking about these names. They will start talking about us within next, I would say, less than 2 to 3 months.
Well, I want to tell everyone here that Mike was on this well before the Facebook announcement.
Uh,
This stuff with Mad Trooper. I mean, all this was come. This was what 6, 7 months ago that we were talking about this, and
yes.
what we weren't calling it the metaverse, but you were talking about VR and all these other cool things. So, wow, congratulations, Mike, for having the foresight. When nobody was talking about it, you were working hard.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know this, but if they go to EDDASwap YouTube channel, some of our 360 VR videos were posted last year in 2020, in the last quarter. And actually, that time also we were asked by people that who is doing all this? How are we doing this? Do we have a Hollywood studio tie up or what's happening? And we said we have talented people who we work with. We have a production and a creative team, and we are very serious about what we are building. And so this is just one part, and this is very real. As I said, within 3 months from today, this celebrities will be talking about EDDASwap, EDDAverse. The drops will be executed by us in partnership with them. Uh, so that's one part which is very, very, very big. We need to be very careful, and we need to make sure we are over delivering here. So because they are actually giving away a minimum guarantee and coming to a startup like us which is hardly 8 months old technically, even though we might all have 15, 20 years experience. So it's a very, very big thing. Second part of this discussion is that a lot of people observed our IPs, whether it's Mad Trooper, Swap Trooper, Abdra, Ava, Swap Drone, and these are companies from merchandise companies from France to LA. These are short film companies. These are graphic comic companies. These are video animation companies and gaming companies. And we are now talking to all of this, I would say almost 12 companies uh, parallelly to understand what we can do with them about these IPs and how can these IPs get into the real world or metaverse or in their gaming universe. So that's a parallel discussion happening on second front. So there is so much happening, and people are like asking us that why are we not updating them and what's going on. I mean, there is no time to breathe. I mean, the whole team has gone mad. Literally, I would say mad, I would mean crazy. Like, all the people who traveled with me have survived on 3 4 hours sleep, and they need to look fresh. They need to be extremely high energy in the morning, because we are meeting a Logan Paul or Quentin Tarantino's assistant or somebody. We also met the company's secret network, which has the rights to Quentin Tarantino's NFT. They're launching in December. We'll not be doing anything with them right now, but this is, I can just tell you that big things are coming. People don't know how new this industry is, and how early we all are. So this is going to be massively big. And
Mike, how do we? I know people are going to ask. I don't want to cut in right there, but one thing that everyone cares about is making money. How are EDDA users going to make money through the metaverse?
correct. So we looked at multiple options, and we proposed the following option to our core team and even to our potential partners. And we suggested them that, guys, we can do everything for you, which means concept to execution. We will fund the production, we will fund the marketing, funnel, partnerships, whatever requires. And with the celebrity power, it becomes little bit easier to push this through to 100% sold out situation. And we are trying to cross, or right now sign contracts with revenue share agreements on this front. Now, this revenue share agreements, whether they are 10%, 15%, 20%, could be even 30% in some cases, uh, which means that everything will be done by us, but they will still take home 70 to 80% of revenues, and we will keep maybe 10 to 20% of the sale. And out of this 10 to 20%, we plan to use almost 50% of the proceeds to buy EDA from the open market. First of all, there are only 5,000 EDA. And when we buy it from the open market, you know what happens. Now, whether we can buy 5 EDA with those profits at that point, if EDA price is some crazy, or we can buy 50 EDA, we don't know that. But this is a commitment for sure, that all revenue share proceeds which come to us directly, 50% will be utilized to buy EDA token from the open market, from open exchanges. And this is going to be huge. We expect the revenues to start flowing in as early as end of January or first week of February. I would say the
Beautiful.
first drop. So we are not very far for this, but celebrities have their own lawyers, they have their own advisory teams, they have their own agency protection team. They have 20 people wall guarding them before we can get through. And we have got through literally, because they came to us. We didn't even go to them. And they came to us for 3 or 4 reasons, for seeing what we've done over the last 8 to 10 months. They've seen the quality of production. They've seen that we are able to balance between 3 or 4 multiple chains, whether it's Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Solana, Ethereum.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, when they try to do something on their own, so the world is changing very fast. A lot of these people are not interested to go to a big NFT marketplace and sign up for 3 years and just do a drop with them. They want to control their IP, they want to control their community, they want to control the future of their digital metaverse. So they might launch right now a Genesis NFT. We're talking to even footballers and football team who might want to launch a digital merchandise after that. uh, we'll show some digital merchandise in the next few weeks, what we are working on. It's extremely state of the art, it's very futuristic. These are shoes which are created from imagination, which does not exist anywhere. Nothing like this exists in the world. And we have been consigned to create 5 shoes right now. They'll be finished in a month's time. We'll share some videos. So they want to control their community and their future digital pipelines and revenues and everything. For them, they are not excited about somebody giving them couple of $1 million or $5 million, because they see a very high potential, and they see this as a 5-10 year industry minimum. And if they do this right, there are so many areas which they can get into, and we will be advising them on these areas, whether it's the digital avatar, whether it's the AR VR filters for Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. We even met the TikTok US team. We are talking to them right now for some very interesting thing. uh, whether they are AR VR filters for the social media companies, whether they are digital merchandise, whether there is a possible tie-up for example or existing UFC or a football player to bring their digital avatar into a very successful game. And all of this is going to happen in the next 1.5 year for sure.
And the question I have, are we going to be using Launchpad to launch all these different metaverses?
So basically, there
That'd be
is a
cool.
small, yeah. So there is a small situation we are learning from other launch pads. We spoke to companies like Bounce and many other big companies who've been around. A lot of these companies are getting regulatory notices now for Launchpad, and as we are publicly listed and everybody knows where we operate from, where we are based, we don't want to do something which is 100% clear by at least the EU regulators, because we don't have a US presence as of now. It looks like that Launchpad is under a crackdown right now. 6 or 7 Launchpad founders and teams have been sent notices from multiple regulators in
Oh,
3 or 4 countries in EU, and I don't know why, because they don't touch money. There is no AML KYC. They simply using crypto to participate. But let's see how this all unfolds. But yes, there will be, I think there will be a lot of cross connection with all of this. But so this is becoming very big. If you can tweet about adaverse.com website, actually, I can just write a tweet right now. So because I'm getting some crazy messages today, I don't know what to even say with this now. I'm unable to like focus on our chat.
Let me put this. I'm going to put up this question from Aloy. He says, "Is the new NFT platform is coming along? Can we please have an estimate? And when can we redeem these nasty NFTs with any coin other than ETH? Yeah, because ETH is the Vitalik and fees are killing our ascension." That's a good question because that's the only reason why I don't really participate in NFTs. It's just so expensive.
I agree. That's a good question. I'll just come back to it. Give me a second. I'm never seen this for last few months. I'm going crazy. I'm getting like 70, 80 messages every minute now. I don't know who these people are. Okay,
Let's
join
see.
us for the live stream.
Yes, exactly.
I'm tweeting again so people know. I don't know. I can just share this YouTube link which you are watching right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I've done this. So coming back to the question, yes, we are working on Binance Smart Chain and Solana Marketplace as well, uh, along with Ethereum is already up and running, and we realize that this is going to be the future. A lot of people are complaining about the fees and gas fees is absolutely scary. So that's in the works for sure. Uh, but right now, the top priority is Adaverse, because if we don't catch the moment and catch the trend and catch such a high powered celebrity network who's interested to work with us, that would be a big mistake. Uh, so I will write a tweet as soon as the stream is over, maybe with 8 or 10 tweet thread with all the details so people can understand what's happening. But Adaverse is real as it gets, and the good part is that we've never ever experienced this kind of a euphoric attention from such a high powered celebrity network or agencies representing them. And I think a lot of these people are desperate to get into the space doing high quality things. They don't want to do cash grabs, they don't want to do a drop and just make money, but they want to do things for next at least 3 to 5 years. I think we have a very important role to play here. I have zero doubts about this. This also means we'll have to expand very quickly with the team as well and create a additional support system team for Adaverse as well, which needs to be done literally overnight, and we are doing that in the background as well. So yeah, this is something which we wanted to share mainly on this YouTube stream. Adaverse, the entire website will be launched in the next few weeks, and everything else will be shared as well. Are there any questions, Randy, you want me to take? I can't hear you.
Shit. Sorry, I turned off my mic. My son's teacher is here right now, so they're out there clapping and doing their class. So the disruptive technology is cutting out the rent seekers and those extracting value from the middlemen in perpetuity and giving it all to the artist.
Yeah. So I think there are multiple models which we realize artists really enjoy working with. So let's get to basics. All artists are humans. All humans have basic necessities minimum to live a good life: food, shelter, clothing, all of that. Uh, what is happening in the NFT marketplace scene right now, or for the past few months, from what I understand from the artists directly, that a lot of these marketplaces take the work, but they get no advance payment. They only get paid if the work gets sold. Uh, we in a way disrupted this model heavily last year in 2020 when we started paying artists upfront for the production of the content, and some of the artists even had further commissions attached to it if they were going to be sales. If they were redeemed for free, there is no way we can pay any additional fees to anybody. So in a way, we disrupted this space. A lot of artists who are only working with big marketplaces started working with us, and they realized that if they do two, three, four things with us every month, they are taking home serious amount of money every month. And we didn't absolutely understand why the other marketplaces are not committing anything upfront. And there are big marketplaces where big artists are getting sold out immediately, but smaller artists have to wait 2, 3 months for a first real bid and a sale. So I think we changed that with EDDASwap completely, which has been a great experience. That was the reason I've been able to connect with some of the greatest talent all over the world, and we are really blessed for doing this. A lot of artists have literally told us that we are possibly the most fairest company. We are changing their lives. We don't believe in any of these things. They are giving us what we need, and we are paying them sometimes 100% upfront. Sometimes after they give us the NFT or the content to us. Uh,
Wow.
and which was quite new because a lot of artists said that we are not getting this similar treatment from any other companies, and we were surprised why is this, I mean, even a situation. So a lot of stuff is happening on that front as well. But yes, I think the middleman situation is going to be gone. And the problem is that even celebrities are now a bit concerned about giving 30-40% to a marketplace, and then marketplace controlling the community and the end customer. So the celebrity is happy to give us 20% for one reason: they own the community and they know who the buyers are. If a celebrity goes, for example, to a Nifty Gateway or any big company in the world, which are very successful NFT companies, they have no information about who the buyers are. They have no interaction with the buyers. They have no interaction or control over the future potential revenue from the same buyer. And we are changing this completely. And this is what is very attractive for a celebrity. And they are ready to work hard for this because they know that if they own a 5, 10, 30, 40,000 people active buyer community, they have a marketplace. They can keep shipping things into those pipelines and keep making money, and those investors can keep making money because they are providing liquidity. They can trade, they can flip, they can buy, sell. So this is all crazy. I mean, we never thought about this when we launched EDDASwap, but now we are
No.
working on all of this.
It's all changing on the fly. This
Yeah.
gentleman says, "What can I do with EDDASwap?" So since it looks like I'm going to answer something about the the launch pad. It looks like the launch pad we're going to have a delay. That's not going to come out fourth quarter, right? Is that what you're
Sorry,
telling
I didn't
us?
get your question.
The launch pad. It looks like that's going to be delayed because that's supposed to launch in fourth quarter.
Yeah. So we are capable of launching in fourth quarter, but we need to be very sure about the regulator situation. And I already give you a couple of companies' name. I had a talk with the direct founder and CEO who are having issues with that. So we need to be careful. There is somebody who's asked about IPL and Bollywood. I see a guy called Bashir Zahir. To answer Bashir, we are already talking to Bollywood and IPL. We might have some very big cricketers coming on board before end of the year, announcement and execution early next year. So we are in active talks with Bollywood stars and with IPL teams and individually with some very big cricketers who also have 80, 90 million followers combined on 4 social media. So this is big. And couple of these guys actually rejected very, very large funds from very big companies. Again, minimum guarantee and locking them out. And they didn't want to work with anybody who controls them. So this is going crazy. So let me take a step back, Randy, and explain before even people ask the question, because I had a lot of questions on my Twitter and I can read some of them. A lot of people asked about DeFi, why we are changing direction, what happened to this, that. So we are doing what we think is having a more shelf life and more longevity and more opportunity on a global scale. NFT has come and completely stolen the thunder of the entire DeFi space worldwide. DeFi was never so big like NFT is right now. Multi-billion dollar deals or sales, multi-billion dollar valuations. Everybody is jumping into it. DeFi is, so let's say I have been in crypto for 7.5 years, and I have friends who've been in crypto for 6, 7 years at least, if not more, and some have been for maybe 10 years. 10% of those friends, 10% understand what DeFi is and how to play in that. 90% of them, they don't care about any of this. But 100% of them cared about NFT, they participated in some way and they got into it. So we realized that little bit of pivoting is very much required for us right now. And if we don't go all out after what is our strength and don't recognize it, then maybe we are just living in our own bubble and we will not be able to capitalize on an insanely huge opportunity. So just to give you idea of the scale, uh, two of the celebrities we are actually at a very advanced level talks with, their first NFT drop size will be anywhere between 6 to 12 million dollars
Fudge. Wow.
minimum, and they are confident with their firepower and their marketing partners worldwide, they should be able to generate this in matter of 24 hours, this kind of sales. And they have followers and fans in South Korea, Japan, China, US, Asia. It's crazy. So this is Eddaverse is becoming very very big. We are continuing what we promised on EDDASwap, uh, and one of the thing we realized that DeFi as an industry has more or less literally gone down for multiple reasons. But one of the reasons which now we are very confident is Ethereum gas fees, Uniswap being the main market, and that's a big problem. Now there are couple of ways to solve this, and the reason we have not been able to solve this, or we have consciously not solved this by going to Pancake Swap, is security. So let's take a step back. We have never been compromised as a company. We had multiple hackers attacking our companies at multiple levels. We have never been compromised. We are blessed to work with some of the greatest companies in the space. And both of these companies who are advising us from day one have proven that they are better than all the branded security so called agencies. So it's been very, very good partnership working with these guys. And what has happened that the reason we have done the things what we have done and we are going in the same direction or instantly pivoting, because we are seeing where the market is going, where the trends are moving, where the industry pulse is. And this is very important to understand that we cannot keep doing what we believe in. We need to understand where the world is going and start quickly adopting, building, and launching at the same time, which is a very high pressure environment within the team. But we've been able to do good stuff till now. Now, coming back to Uniswap, the answer is you can go to PancakeSwap by creating a Binance Smart Chain bridge that is not secure. Even today, multiple cryptocurrencies have been hacked. Their supply has been changed by an external party or by somebody who hacked them, and a lot of these problems have happened. You can Google search many names. I can share some names next time as well. uh, we don't want to change the supply of ADA from 5,000 ever, no matter what, because people will realize the value of all this 3 years, 4 years down the line. And we are never talking about financial word or price points, but we know what we are building, what we have done in 8 months, and what we are doing in the next 12 to 24 months. Second option is we move some liquidity from Uniswap to a centralized exchange. We got centralized exchanges which we are able to get, uh, and now we are literally in serious talks and discussions with Coinbase and KuCoin. We have finished the digital asset listing process. That's why I'm saying this on a video with KuCoin and Coinbase officially. We are directly in touch with their teams. Uh, there are some legal opinions required, which we have hired now US law firms who are actually creating those legal opinions. These legal opinions are mainly focused on that ADA is a utility token. And even though it is a utility token, because you are staking, you are LP staking, you are getting NFTs for free. So we have hundreds of utilities within the system, and many more are coming out. But there is a US law firm requirement which a US legal attorney needs to give us a certificate that we are a utility token. Once this certificate has been filed with KuCoin and Coinbase, then our process is over. And then we have to wait what happens. So we are hoping this will also come through. And we rather go to this kind of big names because other big names, the kind of listing fee they require, I don't think anybody can support that in the current environment. So we'll see how all this pans out. Uh, and parallelly, what has happened is I've been chatting to a lot of people in the community. Uh, there's a guy called Indy Loma. There's a guy called Crypto Rambo. There is a guy, many of them, and uh, they also actually gave me some insights that Uniswap was supposed to be a $500 token, or Sushi Swap was supposed to be a $200 token. Whatever, I don't know those numbers, but whatever. And is it none of that happened because DeFi crashed, ETH price went up, and all of this has affected these big tokens and big supply companies, and this has affected companies like us as well. Many of the companies which are now I know a couple of them, thanks to Crypto Rambo and even to I think Nathan or somebody who sent me the links, uh, that these companies, even though they were doing great work, they ran out of funds, they ran out of liquidity. Uh, they are now in a situation where their volumes are under $500 a day on Uniswap, and they have nothing. They have no other way to solve this because they don't even have funds left. And I actually spoke to these companies, and these are I will not name them, but very good founders. They tried to build a great project, but unfortunately, the DeFi promise did not save them, and they did not pivot to anything else till very late. So I hope they get acquired by some existing companies, or I think they're going to fold. Uh, this was one of the reason we thought very much in advance last year when we spoke first time from Prague, if you remember, Randy, one of the late nights, that we want to be an ecosystem of NFT and DeFi because we don't know what will start going crazy, what will run. We don't want to be a single focus vertical. That's a very high risk business to be in unless you are $100 million funded company. Uh, and we realize that if we are not doing things which are really hot or possibly could become hot in the next couple of quarters, it's a big risk, not just for us, but for everybody who holds ADA. And that time we were mainly building on Ethereum and looking at DEXs and other chains. But now we are helping other companies to understand how to launch NFTs on Polygon, on Solana, on Terra Luna, on Ethereum, and on Binance Smart Chain. We are actually consulting three or four companies. There will be some partnerships announced on that front as well. Because we are blessed with a good team. We try to learn things very fast and try to build very fast as well. And so you can imagine all of this is happening, and that's why
Yes.
I was tagging you in the tweets that we need to talk so we can share all of this while before the year ends so people know what's going on. And
Exactly. I think Ucoin's fine. I don't use centralized exchanges, but I'd rather still pay the $200 fee on Uniswap than give my money to or deal with a centralized exchange. But that's
true.
fine. There's some people that are going to use it, especially people who are doing small buys. That makes sense.
True. So a lot of these things are happening. And what was the main purpose of all of this is that there are three or four opportunities which come in a cyclic form in the crypto world. And if you don't really catch on to those opportunities and do some really absolutely smashing great things around them, then you lost that cycle. Because if you see some of the coins from 2017, I mean, with no due respect or insult to anybody, but Litecoin or many other big chains who were there, half of them are actually absolutely gone and obsolete. And we were shit scared about the same situation happening to us. So we are constantly working on something which keeps us relevant, keeps us in the know, keeps us in touch with the right people in the industry who would want to do something with us. And that's
Hey,
not an easy job, I can tell you that.
hey, Mike, we got a couple questions here. Plus, I want to be able to share a Mad Trooper before we start talking about Mad Trooper and segue into that. I do have a question about the upcoming ending of the first period of EDDASwap rewards for staking EDDA. What's going to happen after that? After
Correct.
the
So that's a good question. So basically, we are going to announce when that period actually happens. Can you hear me, Randy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we will officially make an announcement, I would say, in a week or two. When is that date? And once people will know everything about it. But right now, we are already planning a lot of things. Some of them will be executed before that stage comes.
Okay.
And I'm glad somebody asked this question. So, one of them is, if you look at the silver coins we are talking about, we are building on Gandhi and EDDASwap. These are pure silver coins made from 0.999 silver by one of the most reputed silver mint in Spain. Uh, these are coming alive, and these are very, very unique. And these are also linked to samurai points. More than 75 to 80% of the supply will be linked to samurai points where people can redeem them. Let me give you an idea. These are 31 grams or something like that, or in the weight. We are Some of these coins have 0.02 Ethereum loaded on it, or they will be loaded once the physical coin has been shipped to the person who has redeemed it, and this will be physically shipped to people who redeem them. So there are multiple areas we are working on this vertical, where people feel okay once they have samurai. NFTs will continue to roll, so they can still use their samurai points for redeeming newer NFTs which are going to come out, and which are already being built. But we are also bringing the real world collectible. We are also talking to a Swiss watch company who wants to come on board, and let's see what we can do with them. But there are many things in the pipeline, and some of this, the silver coin goes live before end of the year. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't worry about that. For people who are staking or LP stakers, they have a lot to gain and lot to earn from their stakes.
That's great. All right. So that's for the rewards that we earn on. For those of you guys who not know, on EDDASwap, you can stake your coins straight up. You could stake as an LP, or you could stake your coins to earn NFTs. So there's three ways you could stake your EDDA. For those of you guys who do not know.
And a lot of people were not actually. Somebody sent me a message last week that how is the LP providing 110% return? I said, well, it's it's a combination of math. LP goes up and down depending on how many LPs are there. So the current APY is 110.664 percentage for LP, and current APY for EDA is 20.28 as on date. If you click on stake button and go to the website.
Yeah, and the only reason why I don't do LP is just because I don't want to lock up my. I don't want to have that. What's that loss? Whatever it's called. When you stake, you can. So let's say if the EDA price just rockets over the course of a couple of weeks, then I'll lose a ton of EDA. That's the only reason why I don't take that risk.
Yeah,
I just
but
take with
that
regular.
yes, it happened to us as well. It happened to a lot of friends. But what is happening is the people are so engaged into this. I have a couple of people on my Twitter. One of them has a handle called 8 Waste, and another guy as well. They actually regulate or check this every few minutes or hours. And for some reason, the LP rewards stop, and there is a technical issue. They are the first ones to reach out to me. That is something wrong with the LP rewards, and I immediately speak to the team real time, and the team says, "Wow, looks like something is wrong. We'll
Yeah.
solve it in like matter of couple of minutes max."
Mike, when I bought my 40, I bought 40 EDA last week in one swap, right?
Yeah,
Within 1 minute, someone goes in the EDA chat and says, Randy bought EDA. What's going on? I'm like, you guys, man, I love open blockchains, but geez, I feel like I
yeah,
have
yeah.
stalkers.
Yeah, but I like the engaged community for me, because no matter which part of the world I am in, but they send me a Twitter direct message that something's wrong with LP rewards. I straight away talk to the team. We solve it in 2 minutes. Get back to that person on Twitter. Hey guys, it's solved. Do you see your rewards? And they say yes, we see our rewards. This is amazing because we are solving literally whole of this in under 5 minutes, and it's all real time. And it's fantastic that we have such an engaged community who's monitoring their LP rewards literally by every 20 minutes.
They sure are. Not just LP, but the whole EDA. So they got Ether scan up. They're like, what? They're just watching. All right, so let's shift into Mad Trooper, because we haven't talked about Mad Trooper at all. Which video do you want me to share real quick? I am a Mad Trooper or Mad Trooper 360?
Both are great. I am fan of both the artists. They are both my favorite people in the NFT world, and
Okay.
I love their work. We can show both of them.
Okay, let's do the 360. I love the logo for that. The helmet, the EDDA thing. Okay, so now I'm going to share. I am a Mad Trooper. Guys, always impressed with the editing and the sound. It's always top notch. Always.
Yeah, I think, but to do good quality work, we need to be patient and keep on working with some of the greatest artists. Sometimes guide them, sometimes politely push them to do or to possibly achieve a greater height in their own skill. All of these people are very gifted, and we're lucky to work with some of them regularly for almost a year now. But it's a challenge. But I see a lot of questions before we start the Mad Trooper chat. Somebody's asked about samurai points being turned to token. Yes, that's a possibility. We might figure out a way to cross connect the entire ecosystem between Solana, Ethereum, EDDASwap, Mad Trooper, EDDA. We are working on this, guys. This is really not all that easy as it sounds. And trust me that there is not a single day where we are not working on something which really makes sense, not just for us, but for everybody involved in both communities. Uh, so that's a good question which we answered. With regards to silver coins, some people message me on Twitter. How can I get it? Again, 80% of the silver coin supply, the first 100 coins, will be given for free to people who are staking EDA as LP, or even some of them in regular stakers. And there won't be any sale. You can only get this for free, literally by staking EDA. So that's very clear answer for that. And coming back to Matt Trooper, shall we start talking about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This part of the oh god, it's like I thought that was gonna be the big news, but the whole thing with the you're traveling. I mean, that was giant. So, but Mad Trooper, okay, sorry to Mad Trooper, you got second fiddle in this video.
Yeah. So basically, Mad Trooper was something which we wanted to launch much before we launched, and we wanted to do something on a different chain. We were looking at anything outside of Ethereum, again for the gas and many other reasons, where people don't have to spend crazy money. And we are looking at Polygon, Solana, Terra Luna, and we realized Solana is definitely the right choice without any doubts. So Mad Trooper was fully built on Solana, and when we launched Mad Trooper, some people are saying, "Wow, they launched Mad Trooper and they ran away or something." Some funny comments, screenshots were sent to me by the team, and I was laughing that people are so impatient. Like, we are building a business here, and that business has a serious execution plan. So we have already launched most of the things in the roadmap. The game comes out next year, Q1. The game developers are a bit confused how to engage this with Solana ecosystem, how to bring the play to win, play to earn, bid to win, bid to earn, blockchain gaming, utility of the Solana NFT, level jumping, upgrading your Solana, renting your Solana NFT within that, or leasing it, or rebuying it. Now, these are all serious engineering discussions, and game developers have no idea about this. So we are educating them; they are educating us. We are fighting with each other and getting things done. Uh, but it's all happening. There is absolutely no doubts. This is very, very real. Matt Trooper has a very important plan in the Adaverse, Metaverse, entire universe. And Matt Trooper is the first big icon which goes out. It will be followed by Swap Trooper, Ava, Abdra, all of this characters or IPs which we've created with some great artists all over the world. And Matt Trooper merchandise shop will be launched before end of the year as promised, for sure, without a doubt. We actually were wearing merchandise, so people already know that we have them and we use them in conferences. That's why I posted pictures. I actually met people in New York City on Times Square where the event was, literally holding me in the middle of the street and I saying, "Hi, how did you have this T-shirt? Where did you buy it from?" And I said, "But why are you interested?" They say, I own like four Matt Trooper NFTs. And I said, "Okay, wow." And I told them that we started this company. And they said, "Really?" And I thought you guys were in Europe. I said, "Yes, we are from Europe. But we have rights to attend conferences in New York." So it was
The
funny. It happened to me with three or four people. So wearing the t-shirt was a great idea, and a couple of them were very big influencers, and they said, "Wow, you guys are here physically to push this further." So Man Cooper has a very serious plan with gaming. Uh, I think blockchain gaming has not seen what we are working on. I don't see anything existing. So a lot of people have a future promise and people have a 2, 3, 4 year plan. We don't have 2, 3, 4 year plans. If you know us as a company, you know we are fast. We build things, launch them, and we make sure they work.
yeah.
Uh, Adoption sometimes is not in our hand, but we do our best. And that's going to happen with Man Trooper. We are moving very fast and people are going to be shocked with the utility the Man Trooper NFT has. Let me give you a breaking news here, which nobody has done in Solana. We are the first company in the world which has almost figured out how to stake your NFTs, like how you're staking your cryptocurrencies in EDDA or any other. We are solving staking Solana NFTs in less than 2 months from today, or maybe less than 1 month. Hopefully by Christmas, if the team doesn't kill me or I don't kill the team, depending on what happens by then. But we are going to solve this. We are going to be the first company on face of earth which allows you to stake your NFT and get something in return. Nobody has done this in the Solana ecosystem. We spoke to even the Solana devs in Solana ecosystem, and they said, "Wow, it's a great idea, but how do you plan to do this?" And we've solved this internally ourselves, and we are launching this, I would say, in less than 60 days. The team is going to kill me after this, but this is real. So Matt
Eh,
Trooper is as real as it gets. And I repeat that in the blockchain gaming, in the metaverse, in the utility, uh, I don't think any current game can be compared to that. And if people have seen our videos, graphics, they know the quality we are going for. We are not compromising on any front. We are competing with Hollywood studios. We are
yeah.
not competing with a 2 pixel company. That's not our goal.
Good. I mean, you're at the tip of the sword because there's a lot of catching up, and when they do catch up, you're going to be further ahead. That's how it is. I gotta, because this isn't all about joy and love all the time. AJ makes a good point. The problem is no real communication, and I'm gonna hit you with this one too because you guys aren't very good with communication. You'll tweet your stuff out, but it's almost like EDDA doesn't have a PR team. It doesn't have somebody out there. Tweeting updates or even reminded people of what's happened in the past, like a true social media team that works directly with PR. That would be a great help. We don't want to be as bad as Tron was back in the day, but you don't want to make announcements of announcements.
Yeah.
But just having a constant communication on social media is so important, and on Telegram because this is what I do for a living, right? This is what I've done for the last 10 years, and I think it's so important. If other teams are pretty good at it, I know you're young, the community's young, and the team is pretty small, but I think that'd be something to look at because AJ makes a good point.
Yeah, no, so that's a very good point. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Randy. So let me give explanation what we are doing. So you know already that we are working on it. We have two dedicated female employees, team members in the team. You can check out them on EDDASwap.com who are marketing PR outreach. What they are currently doing is we are working with them or through them with TikTokers, YouTubers, Instagrammers, people who are fairly posting about good things on Reddit or upcoming new things, and they are first addressing that part. So the outside communication is already being solved. If you actually now search Matt Trooper or EDDASwap on TikTok or Instagram, you will see many people talking about us already. Some of them have very large follower base. Second, yes, I 100% agree that we need a much more active communication, whether it's on social media or the announcement, and that's going to be streamlined. We are talking to a couple of people in the community who will step up to take that role as well. and that's not easy because social media is a very natural play. I'm using social media, I think, since I was born. Whatever existed at that time, whether it was rise.com, Friendster, MySpace, and now we are building things on smart contract and buying JPEGs for $100,000. So
Yes.
the world is changing very fast. But the fact is that we need a person who's natural. So if anybody who is on this stream who wants to come on and lead that and join us for that, we are happy to consider that. We are talking to two people in the community team as well. And I think it's very important that we want to bring as much communication as we can without any doubts and make sure that people are constantly in the know of what's happening in front of them and behind the scenes as well. And that's why this big live stream was very important to share what's happening. But my another question back to you, Randy, is once again thanks, AJ. That's very important point. Noted. It's inside my left brain right now, and I'm going to talk to the team about it tomorrow morning first thing. But Randy, as now you are a multi-millionaire and you're traveling the world and you have no time, but I would love to do like at least two streams a month with you, updating things about what's happening with EDDASwap and Matt Trooper and all, because that gives people some kind of a trust factor. They see the face, they see what we are talking about, and they are assured that okay, we are not sleeping on a beach, but we are working real time on this. So
Yeah,
that would be
absolutely.
great if you can help us with that. I would say two live streams a month would be good. Every 15 days, a big video stream where we can share what happened, what we spoke about today, where we are in the next 15 or 30 days. And there would be great help if you have some time available for that.
Yeah, as I am a unjabbed subhuman, I can't travel. So I am stuck here in Panama pretty much, or I can go to Colombia or Mexico, which are pretty close by, but everything else is pretty much off limits. So I mean, I can't even go to the US. So because my wife, they made this new rule starting November 4th. If you are unjabbed, you can't even enter the US if you're not a US citizen. So it's a pain in the butt for traveling. So we just decided to settle down, and now we're talking about buying a house and all this kind of things. So yes, I'm right with you, and I'll be very active doing live streaming. I got so many things going on. I've got one I want to talk to you about, but Pulse Chain is launching soon. I don't want to go too much into Pulse Chain because I want your team to figure out what it is first,
Yes.
and how you guys can benefit from that as well. But yeah, there's my plate is getting full, just like your plate is getting full. But I think I have the number 4 wallet in EDDA,
Wow.
besides the team, outside of the team, right?
Yeah.
So
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 basically, this is very, very good news. I'm super happy to hear. But I see a question, my black label expert. What do we get in return for staking coins or other NFTs? So those who are not aware, 95% of the NFTs which you are seeing on EDDASwap website, NFT platform, or YouTube have always been given for free against staking EDDA. When you stake EDDA, you get Samurai points, and Samurai points can be redeemed for getting the NFT. Some of these NFTs are really, really expensive. People are complaining we can't sell them. Finally, some of them people were able to sell very heavily to a couple of whales who came in the last 3 4 months. I actually got a DM from 2 3 people that they sold NFTs offline for almost 20, 25, 30 Ethereum.
wow.
And I was surprised somebody sold the entire collection of Scarface for a crazy price. So to answer that, all the NFTs on EDDASwap platforms, over 95% have always been given for free,
Yep.
which can be redeemed against the Samurai points for all the stakers. So I hope that answers Black Label Expert's question.
And the max you can stake is 10 EDA per address and the
Yes.
Samurai points are not transferable between accounts.
Yeah, so basically the idea was that if we do that, then there is a problem that anybody can game the system, and it's not fair to people who are staking so many tokens, whether they are 10 in 10 wallets or whether they are LP. So to keep it fair, where no whale can come and hijack everything, this was the best system we could design completely from scratch ourselves, and it's working flawlessly for last 8 months since we launched the token.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got my original NFTs that I have, but now I just stake to get more EDA. That's how I do it. But hey,
Yes.
is there any other questions out there, guys?
Somebody had asked me a question. I think Kenny has asked, is Hope still involved with EDA? So to answer, I am in touch with Hope. He wants to buy 1000 EDA. That's what he told me in the last communication. Uh, and I have no idea when he wants to do that or when he will do that. But I don't think Hope is a guy who fools around with people. He is seriously a big whale, and he is as crazy as you can get. And I've had some very crazy 3 a.m., 4 a.m. calls with him. He calls me randomly on my numbers and WhatsApp and Telegram.
I get those
And
too.
yeah. So it's fun. He has a very different vision about life and things, and I think he's doing things which are going to be quite impeccable in the next few months. But he told me categorically, I think few weeks back, that I'm looking to buy 1000 EDA as soon as I have liquidity free from my two projects, which he's supporting right now. And that's insane commitment. I mean, I have no idea what 1000 EDA could cost now or even after 3 months.
That'd be crazy. Probably push it to about probably around 10 grand, wouldn't it? I would think something like that.
Yeah, he pushed it to $10,600 last time he bought it, because I got a message from two people in the community that they never thought, but they put it on sale for that price that day, and their tokens got acquired at 10,600 something. And that can
Awesome.
happen with ADA's scarce supply
It
very easily.
happens so fast. It happens so fast. I mean, when I bought my 40 at that one time, it bumped the price like $70 just with a 40 purchase, and it was pretty wild, man.
Wow.
So Mike, you want to wrap it up? It's an hour. This is the longest stream we've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wrapping up the stream, but I have to do 10 more things in the background. And as I said, that we are very excited about Solana NFT staking, which is will be the first company in the world to do it.
Yep.
Uh, and we are also excited about other chain marketplaces, and most importantly about Adaverse, because building metaverse is fun and enjoying, but imagine building it for top 10 celebrities in the world who want to bring their collectibles, their shoes, their t-shirts, their football jerseys into the play, signed by them with personal messages written by them. This is going to be a madhouse in the next 3 months.
You want to answer this last question from Ash?
What
Yeah,
is the
yeah. You
question?
already
Sorry.
answered it. That's why I'm I haven't put it up.
So actually, Adaverse. So guys, you have to understand, Adaverse will benefit directly to everybody who holds Ada, because 50% of the revenue share is dedicated to buying Ada from the open market. We already said that at the beginning of the call, and that is huge.
Yeah, that's around it. So Mike, could you stick around for just 2 minutes? I got a quick thing I want to ask you. And guys, thank you for coming out. We really appreciate you. I'm going to actually have to edit this video because we lost that first one, but I'll re-upload it in the next couple hours, and it'll be available for sharing and those kind of things.
So people can watch it if at least from tomorrow morning or something like that.
No, it'll be up this afternoon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you, everyone.